before we saw him play this season. We haven't even seen him play.
So how many years has he been in the league? How many years has he been in the league?
We're never gonna move it along.
I've seen him play enough. I've seen him play enough to know that his
this year.
Welcome to another episode of the Morning Fanatic Podcast. I'm Albert Torres. We have a lot to talk about today, but before we get to it, don't forget to support our channel by subscribing, liking this video, commenting your thoughts, and sharing this with a friend. Filthy Texican, Black Mamba, what it do, baby?
What's going on?
Not much, just, getting ready for the podcast, getting ready for another horrible Thursday night football game. Commanders and what's the other one? Commanders and who?
Commanders and Bears.
And Bears, yeah.
A lot of this all Thursday night.
A lot of kicking.
I don't even fucking watch those games anymore, to be honest, man. Like, I'll try to tune in. I might be painting over there at the house, trying to fix that shit, use my time better, but these games are just not...
I saw RG3's tweet about, after all these games, we should get a free month of Amazon Prime.
Oh, yeah. Man, these games, they're just not him. Not him. Yeah. But, okay. All right. We'll get right to it, guys. And, fellas, the talk of the week for week 5 of the NFL was the roughing the passer penalties that were called for Tom Brady and David Carr. You could say that one cost the other team the game and one other could have cost the game. The NFL rulebook notes, quote, when in doubt of a roughness call or potentially dangerous tactic against a quarterback, the referee should always call roughing the passer, end quote, from Article 11. Fellas.
That's in print?
That's in print.
Wow.
Fellas, is it time to add instant replay to roughing the passer calls?
I think this week highlighted it for the league, but if this doesn't do it, I don't think anything will.
I mean, I think it's kind of a given after they needed instant replay to see a clear-cut pass interference that caused the Saints, or was it the Saints? Yeah, it was the Saints. That caused the Saints the Super Bowl run.
Yeah,
oh, man.
I think it was versus the
Rams, right?
Saints and Vikings.
Saints and Vikings.
That miracle catch.
Yeah, the miracle catch.
No, not the miracle catch. It was it was where it was a clear-cut pass interference and the ref didn't call it.
Oh, yes.
And they added a challenge to those kind of calls. You can challenge pass interference calls now.
Also, the one, the Cowboys got lucky on one of those versus the Lions a couple years back that wasn't called. And then I think the next one, the Cowboys got fucked by that. But
so,
yeah, man,
I don't see why not.
It has to be now. Now, I kind of get it. They're trying to find the middle ground of, we got this guy concussed twice in 7 days, and we don't want to get the next guy concussed. But, I mean, they said it on the broadcast. Nobody wants to watch flag football, and you guys argued that somebody might. So I think it was Keyshawn that said nobody likes watching flag football.
But that's in the Pro Bowl because we know that they're not going to play, and we don't want them to get injured either. So, some type of entertainment.
The statement stands. You think the statement's going to change if you add Pro Bowl at the end of that sentence? No, nobody wants to watch flag football, period. So, I mean, something's got to give, man. You can review almost any call on the field. That's a big impactful call. It should also be on the list of things that they can review, in my opinion.
Yeah, man. I can't believe when I was researching that and when I looked at it, I was like, what? Like, there's an actual, in print. When in doubt. Basically, when in doubt, just fucking throw the flag. Throw the flag, man. And that's exactly what I believe is what happened in these. Like, oh, fuck, the Tua.
I'm sure.
The Tua stuff happened. Like, am I going to lose my job now? Like, fuck it. Just throw it. I'm going to keep my job. I don't care. Just throw the fucking flag. I can't believe it,
man. Because a lot of those, the dude was not trying to hit stick or pile drive or make any kind of aggressive move. And Troy was right. Troy Aikman mentioned that the referees are told that they are not supposed to officiate trying to look for intent, and he disagreed. He's saying that
You can tell.
they should be able to use whatever word you want to use, whether it's common sense or knowledge that they have from watching the game and officiating the game for so many years. That yes, you can tell when it's an aggressive and malicious with bad intent hit. If it's a foot mob move, you can. I mean, even these last couple of sacks, man, they don't look like a traditional sack on the quarterback because you can tell that these guys aren't lunging. The head is out of the equation. It's not a helmet to helmet. So at this point, we're finding more reasons to disqualify the aggressive defensive players. And I saw so many sacks this week too, and these I'm okay with. But when the quarterback gets pancaked by, say, 2, 3, or 4 in the backfield, whether he got nowhere forward, and they just get pancaked and they just call the play dead. I get those. Like, yeah, you don't want all 3 guys to get the man all the way to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But some middle part, man. We just got to find that correct middle part.
I just feel that if the referee is making a judgment call, I think we should be able to challenge that. And to be quite honest, if we're allowed to challenge like any other calls, like it's a touchdown call, was his knee on the ground, like those are all still judgment calls at some point, and they're referee calls. So why can't we just be able to challenge those calls? And check another quote out, Carlos. I think this is the referee, Carl
quotes.
Carl Sheffers, if I'm pronouncing it right, the guy that called the flag on the Chiefs game. He says,
the referee?
Carl Sheffers, yeah. So, quote, "The quarterback is in the pocket and he's in a passing posture. He gets full protection of all aspects of what we give the quarterback in a passing posture. My ruling was that the defender landed on him with full body weight. The quarterback is protected from being tackled with full body weight." End quote.
But that tackle in itself, let me try and deep dive into this without taking us that much time. I just mentioned how many things the defender has to do in order to not be penalized. So he was almost by default only has one way of bringing the quarterback down, and that's by the waist. Momentum led to what happened between Tom Brady and that defender. We're talking about the Tom Brady one, right?
Right, yeah, but on the rule book, and I couldn't find it right now. I can't believe I exited out of the tab of the official NFL rule book online. Mainly what the referees want you is they want you to land on the ground side by side with the quarterback. How?
Right, like
how are you gonna? Hey,
I understand. Don't land on him full body weight, but at some point you can't control yourself. Momentum's lost.
They want you to land.
They're not lunging. So here's the thing: they're not even lunging. Like, I get it. My man left the ground, lunged forward, head first, all day. Throw it, but. Yeah. He got wrapped. He got wrapped from the places that you're allowed to wrap from.
They got wrapped like a blunt.
Brought him down. Just the momentum of the spinning just made the defender land on top of the 45-year-old guy, and they were protecting the 45-year-old.
Ya nomás falta just spoon him, keep him side to side, and
there was a funny clip of Kevin Hart at the NFL Network, and they were like 2 reporters were carrying him and then like setting him down gently, and they put him in the
yeah, it was on ESPN.
Down, and then they put a low blanket on him.
Joey, any other thoughts?
I want the quarterback to go down.
Before we move on,
I was just gonna say I think y'all are forgetting that it was Tom Brady, and it took a while for the Tom Brady to look at the ref like, oh shit, it's Tom Brady, we have to give him the call.
You know who mentioned this morning that it probably wouldn't have been a flag if it was Lamar Jackson? Or if it was Kyler Murray.
Those motherfuckers wouldn't even be in the pocket, man. They would already been taken off.
Those guys would have been 5-10 yards down.
Yes, but if they found themselves, forget what they're able to do. If they found themselves in the exact same scenario, Lamar Jackson is just looked at while he's on the ground, asked to get up, to play the next down.
Kyler Murray, to his defense, when he gets in those situations, sometimes él ya nomás se tira, nomás le falta just to crumble and fetal position, and like I see him like drop down a lot like that, which it's protecting himself at the same time. But another quick little note before we move is that I don't think this is going to change at all. Just this year, 25 quarterbacks are making at least $25 million this season. Trying to protect the quarterback, trying to protect their investment. I don't see that changing.
The quality of the product on the field is what they're protecting, because they don't want a bunch of backups out there week in and week out. But
all right, guys, let's
some middle ground. They just need to find the correct middle ground.
Let's move on to our next topic here. And before the season started, the New York Giants were listed 30th in the NFL.com power rankings and had zero expectations under new head coach Brian Daboll, if I'm pronouncing that right, and new GM Joe Shane. Saquon is entering the final year of his contract, and so is quarterback Daniel Jones. The Giants have had a great start to the season and are coming off a big win over the Packers and are sitting on a 4-1 record. Filthy Texican, Black Mamba, why should the Giants keep or trade Saquon Barkley?
Joey, I feel like I haven't shut up yet, so I'm going to let you go first.
I don't even think it's an even question. I mean, you see the eye test on the field when that dude's healthy and running out there. He's the best player on that, sometimes even on both sides. Then again, the Giants haven't really put that good enough of talent around the QB play to really give them anything. This past draft, they did really, really well. I think they stole potentially the two best players in the draft. They solidified, obviously, the O-line and the defensive line. They're doing pretty good. They're not blowing, people away, but they're winning. They're grinding. They're getting stuff done. They're doing the little things. Hopefully, I'd like to see this young team continue to grow. But yeah, I can't even name a receiver that Daniel Jones has on his fucking team.
But Joey, let me ask you this question then.
Would you pay Saquon? Yeah, I wouldn't pay. I would definitely pay him. That's not even a question.
Right. Well, yeah, I was going to lead into that second. But would you, your brand new head coach, Brian Daboll, whatever, new GM, basically ponte tú, you're a new GM. I know you like being GM. Would you put your job on the line for Daniel Jones? Or would you just got your job, you want your own quarterback, you're with your head coach, don't you want to start like a clean plate? I know they're doing good, contract years, but don't you want a clean plate? And you know how you said the life expectancy of a running back, we've seen it with Zeke, we've seen it with LT.
I completely agree.
So where do you trade them?
I don't know what well, then it goes back to saying, as far as why didn't they address it in previous drafts if they didn't?
That's why they fired the GM?
So the GM, with that new GM, when did they start? Did they start for this draft or did they start after the draft?
I'm not exactly sure, but it's his first year. So I'm thinking before the draft. I think they got hired before the draft.
So obviously these picks, they wouldn't have picked his picks. So I don't think if they wouldn't believe for Daniel Jones for one more year, I don't think they would have gone with the O-line. I forgot his name, Neal, to solidify one of those slots. And then obviously you need somebody in the defensive side, so they went and got Thibodeau. Those guys all year. They gotta
do that to strengthen the running back and the quarterback. So
exactly. So they're both investing. So anyway, I don't think they can. The way they're going. If they have to probably solidify. They have to have a number or a record, or if what's gonna signify this season as a good season, make the playoffs. Obviously, winning record. Obviously, you can. I don't know how the league is now, obviously, but you can make the playoffs without a winning record or whatever. First round, second round, whatever. Blah blah blah. This team, everybody stayed healthy. Everybody produced. Our draft picks, paid out. Let's run it. Let's run it one more time.
So you think Daniel Jones is him? He's that guy.
He's shown flashes, but it's the O-line.
Don't 5 years. Ooh. Oh, more than
5 years.
just in 5 years.
I thought
4
it's been
years?
4.
How long is
It's 4. He has one more year. He can be a franchise
No,
tag.
he already.
This
No,
is
he already.
his
They declined his 5th-year option, so that's
Yeah,
why the
so-
team is like, we don't believe you. Show us. But
Exactly. They're 4-1.
well, I guess this is where we're talking about Daniel Jones, but I'm thinking
It's the same
Saquon
thing with
Barkley.
Saquon. Same thing. I would definitely pay Saquon. How many more running backs are you gonna get in the league?
You're
Is
gonna
their
pay him
backup any better?
even though what you
Is their
said.
backup? Is their backup anyone any better? Is it okay? Now here's the thing. It's a different situation of what you talked about with Zeke. Now Zeke, you don't see him on the field. He's not showing flashes of how it used to be. The backup, he's the one running hungry. He's the one that needs to get fed. So that's a different situation compared to Saquon. Now, if Saquon's backup outperforming the starter,
Yeah, but how many
Pollard is outperforming Zeke.
Yeah, but how many 200 plus carries seasons has Tony Pollard had? He's still fresher. He's able to run.
Cowboys are the bar.
No, and I agree. No, and I agree. That's completely fine. But Saquon, obviously, he hasn't been on that field recently. What was a major injury? Was it ACL?
ACL, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, but
So you're gonna pay him on top of that the running back like life expectancy is like, if I was the Giants, man,
what are you gonna do? Trade him?
You're gonna
I
play
would-
franchise tag games.
Mira, I would trade him because I don't think he even wants to be there, man. I don't think he wants to be there, and they're either gonna lose him, or if they are gonna tag, then they're gonna tag, and then what? You're gonna pay Daniel Jones at minimum $25 million a year at least. Daniel Jones, $25 million. Can you put 25 million and Jones in the same sentence? I don't know, man.
That's the new bar, man. It doesn't even matter. Like at this point, the last name at the end of the checks means nothing.
I would trade him. I would trade him to the Bills if possible. I don't know if you guys seen that around. It makes a lot of sense. Trade him to the Bills because look, the Bills are 14th in the NFL in rushing with 582 yards. 225 of those yards is Josh Allen. No fucking running game. Barkley, second in the NFL in rushing yards, 533. He even gave 18 receptions, 143 yards. Again, the Giants could lose Barkley for nothing, or they could tag him. The Bills, I mean, they're Super Bowl contenders either way, obviously, with Saquon. That would give them even more, like, higher odds.
I thought David Singletary was playing okay for the Bills. Let me check.
I mean,
I don't know. I wouldn't jump ship yet. This year they addressed the offensive line. It's showing. They're improving. They're playing better.
but you're a new head coach.
4-1.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah,
you're
I
a
know,
new
but
head coach and a new GM. Don't you want your guys? Like,
there's a reason why they even took the job to begin with. What if they took the job knowing that these guys were already there?
That's a dumb ego thing, though. You can't be like, I don't need my guys. Having a fucking top talent like Saquon Barkley. Anyways, let me just jump in so we can actually get this moving. And I believe the Giants should definitely keep Barkley just for the simple fact that they're playing well this season. Like, he's a great running back. I understand all the
They're
things.
probably the worst 4-1. Everyone's like already writing on like if 4-1 doesn't matter. They're still like a garbage team. It's like,
But what are you going to do? Trade him and just put everything on Daniel Jones? That's your move?
no, you're not gonna sign Daniel Jones. Tank so you could get like a good quarterback. Like right now, you're already 4-1. You're already like fucked. Like you're probably not gonna get a low pick. But at the end of the day, like I don't think Daniel Jones is that guy.
4-1 and having the tank mentality, that's gotta suck.
I don't know, man. I just think Daniel Jones is not that guy. And Saquon, sure,
I didn't say that.
Yeah, but if you're keeping Saquon, then you gotta maybe keep Daniel Jones. Like you gotta keep them together.
Why not trade him instead?
Daniel Jones, ¿quién lo quiere, güey?
you don't want the second leading
Carolina?
rushing quarterback in the entire league?
¿Pa qué?
He
¿Pa qué
has,
después?
he has 230 yards rushing this season.
Pues
Second
ahí
amongst
está,
quarterbacks,
then-
only behind Jalen Hurts.
Then why do you need
can't- you
Saquon?
can't-
Why
you
do you need
can't make-
Saquon?
Because he's not gonna rush for the fucking team, bro. But what, like, I don't know, man. Like that just makes it even clearer how much Saquon's important, and you can't get rid of him.
All right, well, great topic there. I wish we had a little bit more time for
we
that.
would have to see. We would have to see how they finish the season.
Yeah, let's go.
To really bring. We'll probably have to address this question again.
Getting
see how
closer
it
to
goes.
the trade deadline, we'll address it again, and see where they are.
No, he's not gonna get traded this season. No way. No, they're gonna ride this team out to the end of the year.
What do you guys think? Saquon stays or Saquon should get traded?
I feel he should get traded.
Let us know in the comments. Well, let us know in the comments.
For sure. All right, guys, let's move on to our next topic. Cooper Rush improves to 5-0 as a starter.
Clutch. Say
Cooper
that right.
Clutch.
Cooper Clutch.
And 4-0 this season. The Cowboys are 4-1. The boys will face their division rivals, the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles, in prime time. If Cooper Rush and the Cowboys beat the Eagles...
Hold on. Let me ask this question because I said the same question when he went down. Carlos, what do you do if Cooper Clutch wins out and he goes undefeated? He wins his first 4 games, 4-0. What do you do?
What do you do?
Dak back?
Yes, nothing. Business as usual. My man just got another dub like he was supposed to. What are you gonna do? Like, there's no way you're going to.
I'll go second here, Joey. Hold on.
There's no way you're gonna start something like that and have their franchise quarterback doubting himself or second guessing the team's intent or any kind of that bullshit right after he's coming off of surgery. Like, I'm not discrediting anything that Rush is doing, but we're not just gonna give him the keys to the offense because he happens to be winning, man. Like, no. I'm impressed by the fact that he hasn't lost. Yes, I'm thankful. Many things, but I'm not ready to make him the starter or keep him the starter. What's the end game there? First game he loses.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you for your services. That's retarded.
I can answer that.
Okay.
Como dice Shannon Sharp, are you finished? Como dice Skip, you're done?
Skip.
Please.
Skip.
All right. Well, look, Carlos, Jerry Jones is 79 years old. Fuck whatever money you're paying Dak Prescott, $40 million a year. Doesn't matter. I'm 79 years old. Is this hot hand gonna get me the Super Bowl that I've been wanting? Am I gonna get that Super Bowl before I die? An example? Look, an example right here. They've already done this before. Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones went with the hot hand back in 1991. I digged a little in research.
Nice.
They did this in 1991. Aikman had a knee injury. The Cowboys were 6-5. They went with their backup, Steve Berline. He won the last 4 games of the season. They made the playoffs 11-5. Aikman, healthy as fuck. Get back into the playoffs. Get back in the wild card. You know what Jerry Jones and Jimmy did? They stayed with the hot hand, Steve Berline, and they got him a wild card win. Aikman still healthy as fuck. Divisional round. They went and started him again versus the Lions. Didn't give him the Super Bowl win. Didn't give him a win there. But you know what? Next year, you know what they did? All right, Aikman, here you go. Back as the starter. We went with the hot hand. We thought what was right. Got to the playoffs. Divisional round.
That would destroy the modern quarterback's tiny little brains.
We don't care.
Bro.
Does he want to win? Is he a team player?
What are you doing next year if you do that, Albert?
He's starting. We're still gonna pay him $40 million.
He will not be able to overcome being benched this entire season for whatever hot hand ride bullshit. 1991 flashback.
Hey, then you know what? He's gonna lose. No, he's gonna lose a lot of respect from his teammates because these guys believe in Cooper Rush, man. They believe in him, and if he beats the Eagles, he beats the Eagles, man.
That was gonna say if he beats the Eagles, there's no way you go back to that.
Why are all of these his victories? He happened to be on a team that won. Why are they his wins?
Because he hasn't made a mistake. Sure, fine. He hasn't been that impressive where he's throwing 300 yards, but he's not being asked to throw for 300 yards.
He's running the playbook. He's running the game plan. He's playing it to perfection.
Doing his job, and you motherfuckers want to make a career for him.
We're not asking for a career.
Doing his fucking job.
And why can't Dak do the job? Why can't Dak do it? That's the thing.
You don't even want to allow it to happen.
So Carlos, you're telling me this. You're telling me this. Hold on, Joy. You're telling me this. You're at the poker table or blackjack table, and you've won 5 times in a row. You're telling me you're gonna pick up your money?
I don't play a 6-1. I leave.
You're gonna leave at 5. You're gonna
Yes,
potentially.
motherfucker,
What if you keep winning? This is what you're doing here. We're cashing out early.
What if I walk out of there broke and I was claiming to be rich 30 seconds ago? I'm not doing that. I already answered your fucking question. No way you steer me back into whatever. I walk away with my money every fucking time. My money is sitting on the goddamn bench. I'm going to play with that money.
Okay, so then we're putting Dak back. Tell me why we should get him. Like, why we should put him in there.
Because he's
just because he's getting paid 40?
Leader of the fucking team.
Then be a leader and show that, like, hey, you know what? We're riding the hot hand. I'm okay. You know what? I'm a team player.
I don't believe in the hot hand theory. I don't give a fuck how many examples you come up with. Albert, if he was throwing 350, what do I say? But that's not occurring.
But we don't need 350. We don't need 350.
Exactly. So why can't our starter do what is happening? What the fuck you guys are saying, without fucking saying it, is that Dak cannot do what the fuck this backup is doing. And you both are fucking wrong.
Part of that is not Dak's fault.
He's going to do that and more.
Part of that is not
going to be blowing teams out. And I want to hear what dumb fucking.
But why do we want a W? We want a W. We don't want, like, fine. We'll take the blowout loss. We don't care. We want the W, but at the end of the day, it's not Dak's fault entirely. It could also be Kellen Moore that, hey, you know what? Let me this drive. Let me just pass 10 plays and 1 rush.
Let's omit.
That's gonna be fault of Kellen Moore too.
Let's stop assuming. We're just the plays are gonna stay the exact same. We're not gonna go for 80-yard bombs. We're not gonna find ourselves in 3rd and longs. The only thing that's going to happen is it's going to be number 4 underneath the fucking center. That is it. What you guys are saying,
we've already seen that.
What you guys are saying is that when number 4 comes in, it's going to be a fucking disaster.
Okay.
And that's not gonna fucking happen.
He comes back, he loses to Philadelphia. Let's say he doesn't, Cooper Rush gets benched. Dak, you're back. You lose to Philadelphia. You're gonna put him in that situation? Ooh, Cowboys Nation is gonna be so fucking pissed. Why didn't we leave Cooper Rush? Why do we have to go back to Dak? What happens if he loses?
We'll talk about that then.
No, then we should have kept the fucking hot hand. We lose there.
Okay, now we're just gonna come up with all these fucking bullshit scenarios. Let me come up with the next one. We continue writing this stupid ass hot hand. Till when, Albert? Till his first failure? His second failure? When Dak gathers all this rust? When Dak gathers all this doubt? When Dak gathers all this, maybe they don't like me here, maybe they don't want me here? And then for next year and the year after that, what the fuck are we gonna be doing?
Him and Jerry Jones don't have the best relationship. He's just paying him $40 million. When he rejected him getting paid his first $35 million or $40 that he wanted, and Jerry wasn't paying him, they weren't talking. There was already a bad relationship. Right now, he's just getting his paycheck from Jerry, and he's like, okay, boss, all right, boss. So it's not like they're super close. So like that,
also irrelevant.
It's not like
what do you mean?
Because you guys want to go back and compare how much he loved Romo and how much.
No, I didn't even come up. I didn't bring Romo's into the conversation. Yeah, Joey brought him.
Does he have to have an incredible relationship with his quarterback? Answer me that.
No, that's because that
relationship have to be.
That's gonna lead to Dak's ego. We're like, oh, nobody wants me here. My fucking fragile little mind. I don't want to be here anymore. Fuck you guys. I'm leaving. That's what's gonna happen. He needs to let go of that ego. Let him lose once. Let him lose once and get back. That's it. We wrote the hot hand. 1 loss. What? We're gonna have 2 losses until we write this thing? Wow, I'm so upset.
It's not even about It's not even about the actual W's and L's at the end of the day.
Yes, it is.
No, bro, because if he doesn't lose, what? Are we gonna wait till week 15 to play Dak?
No, yeah, by then he lost.
Are we gonna trade him?
He's got a trade clause. We can't trade him.
We're staying with the fucking hot hand number. That's our guy now.
Yes,
what are we doing with Dak? What are we doing with Dak?
I'm saying
if he hasn't lost.
Stay with the hot hand this season. He's not the franchise.
Question.
I just did.
We haven't lost. It's
week
15 and it's
fucking keep Cooper Rush. Why would we change him by then? We've already had
What do you do with Dak, Albert? He's not just gonna sit there.
You bench him? Yes. Fuck yeah. Give him the fucking clipboard. Be a fucking $40 million cheerleader. All that matters is winning.
And this Rush loses week 16, and then we say, okay, Dak, come save us.
No, yeah, by then he's benched for the
by
season.
then.
He's benched for the season, and we start him next year. Start fresh, get focused, stay fucking healthy.
There's no way that's gonna happen. 0 fucking % chance that goes down.
It's not about like one of us being right. It's about like what the Cowboys should do. What the Cowboys should do, and it's, I believe, is right the hot hand. If he beats Philadelphia, yeah, keep him. Sorry, Joey, we fucking kept you on the sidelines here.
No, it's hey.
You're choking me? You're not gonna give back the keys to the fucking bus driver? You're not. No, sir. We don't know how you. We've never seen you drive.
Shithole.
Before we saw him play this season, we haven't even seen him play.
So how many years has he been in the league? How many years has he been in the league?
We're never gonna move it along.
I've seen him play enough. I've seen him play enough to know that his
this year.
No, there's a over there.
It's not.
That's your only argument this year. That's your only argument.
Completion, 1 interception.
He saw 2 quarters of football this year. You saw 2 quarters.
All right, tell me about the last. Tell me about the last seasons then, Carlos. Tell me about those then.
The last seasons don't fucking matter because we didn't have the defense we have now. You guys are just fucking trying to just look at all of his negatives without applying the positives that are.
But you haven't. What positives? What positives have you applied? You haven't applied. But that's not Dak. That's not Dak. Tell me about Dak. Tell me about Dak. Not the defense.
He won't have to play from behind. He won't have to throw 45 times. I don't need to answer this for you guys. This is automatic. If he's not.
No, well, you're assuming too. Then you're now assuming that he won't have to throw. How do we know he's not going to throw for 45 yards? Because that's been the problem. They're trying to make him a gunslinger.
I am assuming that the defense is going to continue playing the way the defense has been playing, and the gameplay is going to stay the same. That's what I'm assuming. What you guys are assuming is that would stay the same. Number 4 takes the snaps, and the team is going to collapse.
We're not saying we're saying to write the hot hand, Carlos. That's what you haven't understood. We're not saying.
I did understand it, and I don't agree with it. I get it.
Then
I comprehend it. It just doesn't matter. To me, this hot hand is only going to make more problems moving forward than.
No, Dak is going to make problems. His ego is going to make the problems. Because Aikman, franchise quarterback, he came back next year and won a Super Bowl. He came back next year and won a Super Bowl.
Football player in '91 to the mind of a football player in 22.
Well, then that's our fragile, mentally fragile quarterback.
That's not just the football players. That's everybody nowadays. You cannot compare the toughness of a football player in '91 to now. Period. But we're never going to fucking get over this one.
You know what?
Writing the hot hand, to me, is the dumbest fucking thing ever.
At the end of the day,
at the end of the season, sure. At the beginning, no. Because what are you going to do at the back end of the season? You have more questions than you did answers. That's just... I get it if Dak was not available. Of course you write the hot hand. But my man's ready to go. You guys are making it seem like he's going to flop it the second he steps in. And that's not going to fucking happen.
Then one last minute here. We got to move on. One last minute, though. So Dak has been saying, I don't know if you heard in the commentary where he went to that reporter and like, hey, how's my grip? Ready? Good? Why does Jerry keep saying that like, oh, he still doesn't look healthy yet. We need to wait till he comes back. Don't you think that's Jerry kind of wanting to keep riding that hot hand? If Dak's saying he's ready, if Dak is saying he's ready, why hasn't he taken the field yet?
Because Jerry loves.
But why hasn't he taken the field yet? He's ready. Dak is telling you, I'm ready. Your franchise quarterback. $40 million a year.
The quarterback doesn't decide. The medical staff decides.
See, pues then he's not ready.
He came off of surgery, not a bruised thumb. He got surgery.
Mm-hmm.
He's not ready. We want to throw him in there.
Then why is he saying he's ready?
You want him to go in there just because he said he was ready. Go in there, throw fumbles, and be like, see, he fumbled the ball and be like, you see, he shouldn't have gone out there. Hot hand.
He fumbles either way. He's fumbled either way. Cooper Rush hasn't fumbled, hasn't gotten picked off. We've got to move on, guys.
We also have not seen Dak play this fucking season.
Guys, we got to move on. At the end of the day, I love our passion. Cowboys fans, Cowboys Nation. Being 4-1 with a quarterback controversy is
a problem other teams would love to have.
Yeah.
I'm with you, but
agree to disagree, fellas. We gotta move on.
A longer problem in the future.
Agree to disagree, guys. We're gonna move on to what I'm gonna call a quick 2-minute drill, Joey, and I'm gonna add this little effect for you. You know that song that we love. Hopefully, I don't get a copyright claim. I do not own the rights to that song, so I will put it aside. So quick 2-minute drill, 30 seconds each question in total for all of us, so we can just get a quick take on this. So first question: aside from Jalen Hurts, who is the next best quarterback in the NFC? Joey, Carlos.
Go ahead, Joey.
NFC.
Oh, NFC. I'm sorry. I thought it was that division.
No, in the NFC.
I misunderstood the question.
Damn, I don't know. Let me just. I need to take a quick little look.
I'll go while you're taking it. It was a battle between Jared Goff and Tom Brady. Tom Brady hasn't been playing that well, but he does lead the league. Yeah, he 1,355 yards, 11 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. I believe they're still the number 1 offense or number 2 offense in the league. Defense sucks, but he's been playing well. We're talking about quarterbacks, but I went with Tom Brady. 3rd in the NFL, 7 TDs, 1 interception.
I didn't even know that. Damn, I don't know. I can't really say that. I didn't
Carlos?
really.
I'd probably go either Kyler Murray or Aaron Rodgers.
All right, next question.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, let's go. Can the Jets make the playoffs? They're 3-2 on a 2-game winning streak.
They won the previous 2 games with Wilson back, right?
Yep.
I don't think the Jets will be able to sustain the hot start, and Miami and Buffalo will not be able to.
Yeah,
take
that division is going to be kind of tough.
Yeah. Well, right now they have a 38% chance right now. I'm going to go with the no, but I battled through this one. They're 5th in the NFL in takeaways. They're in the middle of the pack defense. They're averaging 146 yards per game in their wins, so that's a key to their running game. It's going to depend on Miami and Denver to see who makes the playoffs there, if Tua's healthy, and if Russ is going to fucking finally get the keys and ride. I'm going to say no, but it was very hard. Next question. Thoughts on Baker Mayfield playing for what will be his 6th head coach in 5 years, Joey?
I don't even think he's going to play. I think he's out.
Yeah, he's got
I think he's out like 2 to 4 weeks or 2 to 6 weeks or whatever.
2 to 6 weeks.
Just a bad start. You already know you're not gonna be doing very great if you're fucking drafted by the Cleveland Browns, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be his 6th and last coach if he does take the field for me. He'll be a backup forever.
Probably.
Last question: will Broncos head coach Nathaniel Hackett finish the season?
Man,
Oh, no, I don't think so.
the owners of Walmart don't give a fucking fire people left and right all across the goddamn country, bro. They're about to fire that guy pretty soon.
Yeah.
Don't believe me? Just watch.
I don't think he'll end it. All right, guys, we went a little bit over those 2 minutes, but that's our 2-minute drill. We got to move on to our NFL picks. We got Thursday night football. Oh, you know what? I didn't even give a recap, man.
Of how we're doing?
Of our records. I completely forgot about that as we were doing the format. I'll give a little. I'll put a little bit of our records in there, guys. Don't worry about it. But I know I didn't go perfect like I wanted to. No back-to-back weeks, so it was.
Yeah, you didn't open with Drake's track, so I guess we know that didn't happen.
Yeah, we didn't open up with that, so I'll put a little bit of the records on there for us. But we got Thursday night football. Commanders at Bears. I'm going with the Bears.
Oh, Bears.
Joey? Don't you fucking say Carson Wentz, Joey.
Fuck it.
Don't you fucking say
I'm gonna go Commanders this Thursday night, bro.
Yes.
Bro,
Keep
it's
digging yourself a deeper
I'm
hole.
gonna go Commanders.
It's
Hey,
like
Carson Wentz
Carson
has his probably. I saw that he has more yards than Jared Goff. He's 1 TD less than Jared Goff, and you were saying Jared Goff is the second best
Pero,
quarterback.
pues, how many takeaway or how many turnovers he's given away?
Yeah, but his coach don't even trust him.
Fumbles, picks, like he's
Nah, that offense. Are you kidding me, bro? That fucking offensive line. That's on the O line. They
Wow,
can't even
Joey.
fucking protect on the fumbles. I'm talking about the fumbles, not on the picks.
you're like the
The
fucking
interceptions. Carson Wentz has 6. Jared Goff has 4.
Yeah, but he's leading his offense. It's
He
just
has
his
more
defense.
yards. He has more yards. He has 1 less TD.
But pues, how many close games have the Commanders been in? The Lions have been in like close games. Their defense sucks. It's
Next.
just
Who, the Commanders?
it's just a bunch of empty
Yeah,
calories.
I didn't know what's his name. Chase, or I think it's not Chase Young. I think that's his name.
Yeah, he hasn't been playing.
He hasn't been playing. I mean, I know that obviously they built that defense around him, but
Right.
nah. I'm gonna go Commanders. Fuck it.
Wow.
Why not?
Wow.
Which was
Okay.
next? Jets, Packers.
Yes, Jets at Packers. We're substituting this since your Texans, Joey, have a bye week. So I wanted to throw in another one in there since we're taking out already the Cowboys because they're taking Sunday night. So they're taking 2 games technically. Wanted to give one in there and shout out to George. I'm going with the Jets, man. They're in a 2-game winning streak. They've been running on teams. 5th in takeaways on defense. Packers are the 5th worst in takeaways. So I'm going to go with the Jets.
The Jets on the road in Lambeau
in
Field.
Lambeau. I'm not
Damn.
doing that. I'm going with the
I'm
cheesy ones.
sorry. Yeah, I can't go. No, I can't go against Green Bay. I think they're gonna bounce back after
Wow.
that loss against New York.
Jets.
I can't.
Well, they already
Yeah,
had that
that's
losing
a great
mentality.
thing.
Remember
Sorry,
what?
Sorry, George. I'm sorry, bro. I can't go against that bad man. I'm sorry, bro.
Hey, man.
Can't.
We'll have some virtual drinks, George, if we get that victory. But Sunday night football, Cowboys at Eagles. This Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Cooper clutch, Carlos. Cooper clutch will get us that win.
I hope. But yeah, Cowboys. Joey, I know you're gonna go Philly.
No, I'm actually gonna go Cowboys because I don't think that Eagles defense is for real.
Oh,
I don't think that
man.
Eagles defense is for real.
Wow. Hey, are you sure you don't want me to get you a Cowboys shirt or something, Joey? Man, you've been
No,
picking
I
the
think I'll wear a
Cowboys.
Cooper Clutch t-shirt.
There's only the first pick. There's only the first pick.
No,
for
he's
Cowboys.
picked the Cowboys. Last week he picked the Cowboys.
Oh yeah, he did actually.
I remember he did. All right, so wow.
Monday
okay.
nighter, Broncos, Chargers. Why do the fucking Broncos keep getting
I
fucking
know
primetime
all these
games?
fucking
It
games.
was
It's
what's
the
his name?
Waltons, bro, the Walmart fucking empire, man.
It's Mr. Unlimited.
I'm gonna go with Chargers, and the Broncos fans are gonna be calling for the heads of Russell Wilson and Hackett on social media because they're not at
I'm
home.
gonna go Chargers too. I almost said San
Chargers.
Diego again.
Chargers. All right, fellas. Well, that is
wraps it
our
up.
Hey, you know
NFL
what?
picks.
How many picks was that? We only did 4.
We did 1, 2, 3, 4. Right.
We can even throw another one. Bills and Chiefs. That's gonna be a good one.
Bills and Chiefs.
Oh yeah, the rematch.
The Bills and Chiefs. We'll throw it in there and make it 5.
Bills
Have
and
we been doing
Chiefs.
Have we
five
been
or
doing
no?
5 every week? No, there was one week where
No.
we did 4.
Thursday, Sunday night. Well, yeah, there's 5 if Cowboys and Texans are not primetime. We've been doing Thursday night, Sunday night, Monday night, Cowboys, Texans.
There was one week where we did 4
Alright.
only.
Yeah, because it was that week that Cowboys were Sunday night,
Oh, man.
and we didn't pick a substitute.
So then the.
We can just pick a prediction.
No. Yeah.
don't
Do
even
it.
have to-
We'll do
You can add
the.
it to it. I'll go Buffalo. Even if
Buffalo?
it's at Chiefs, I don't care. They're coming out hot against them, boy.
Nah, I'm going Chiefs
No,
at home.
I'm going to Kansas City.
Yeah, I'm going my homeboy because all this chitter chatter that Josh Allen MVP, and then they're talking the like other I don't know what other quarterback,
He's gonna
Justin
show up,
Herbert.
watch. He's gonna show up.
Oh, my homeboy's been playing like the MVP. So yeah, that's a good one, Joey. Good
I'm
call.
going Mahomes.
Yeah, I'm going Mahomes
Alright.
too. But
Shit.
all right, fellas, that's our NFL picks. We had a great show today. A lot of passion through our Cowboys topics. Guys, come on. Comment your thoughts on today's video on whatever topic, your team, another team, one of our topics. Just throw in some comments. Like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Black Mamba.
And if you're on Team Hot Hand, your mama's a hoe.
We're out.